Iran versus USA. We made it through to the round of 16. I am freaking pumped because the US, first off, is back after 8 years, but then we go through. I was really hoping we were going to top the table. That's where I had us predicted that we would be on top of the table. But again, just like Wales, just kind of like England, tale of two halves. And that is frustrating. So I'm Lloyd, as you could tell, down right below. Beautiful game, 509. Just feel free to follow that on all socials. But what I'm going to cover is first half, second half, and post match things I noticed with interviews from Greg and then Gio Reyna. Not an interview from Gio Reyna, but just what I noticed. So, first half, attacking shape was more like a 2-1-3-4. There was a lot of movement, a lot of different things. They had the two center backs, Tyler Adams, and then 3 and 4. Like those 3 and 4 kind of rotated really well. But for the most part, Robinson was on the left. That'd be your side. Anyways, be this side for you, but it'd be the left. So just overall for this first half, though, quickly, I gave it an 8 out of 10. And I'm breaking down as to why I'm saying 8 out of 10. We created a lot of consistent overloads on the left and right. We had a lot of great movement up front from Musa, McKennie, like one of them dropping back to just creating opportunities. Then we had Weah offsides goal. That looked so tight. Like McKennie played a great ball through. Musa was on, and like to me, he looked like he was on. Clearly, I guess he wasn't. Now, before I go any further and cover the Christian Pulisic goal, Timothy Weah, it's his birthday, and like he's 20 years old. So I would be freaking pumped if I could get 20 likes on this video. The reason why, well, it's Yunus Musa's birthday. Like, not only is he going on to the next stage with the knockout round playing Netherlands, but like first it would help my channel, but also it would help like expand this to get out to more people. And Yunus Musa, he's been a baller. Like him and Tyler Adams have been consistent. There's a few standouts, and I'll do like a review, World Cup US men's national team review of individual players that played and why I think they should be there or why they need to be dropped, including Greg as well. So back to it. So Christian Pulisic scored in the 38th minute. He risked it all, like his body, everything. Like he got abdominal pain, like he collided with the goalie, but he got the goal, and that is awesome. Now, 44th minute. Uh Weah should have taken it himself. He was not he wasn't a selfish player. He was just very selfless. It began with Tyler Adams about at the kickoff the half and played the ball while he had three players closing in on him and gets it to Sargent. Sargent drives the ball forward close to the 18 and dishes it out to Weah. And Weah, instead of taking a touch or two and then just shooting it, he tried to pass it back to Sargent, where two or three defenders were across the goal, and it was a great idea. Just like I have to keep reminding myself, this is like what did the commentators say even before? It was like this is the average age for this team is 24 years old, and that is crazy, and that is awesome. So overall, that's why it was an 8 out of 10. We created a lot more chances, and I was proud of them. Now to the second half. And liking if you're liking this so far, please give it a thumbs up. If you're listening to it on audio, please, please, please leave a review. Star it, whatever it is. It helps me out, but Also, it gives me feedback. If you comment on anything, um, I'm still learning and growing in this. What I want to do is help focus on US men's national team. So now back to it with the second half. So with Christian Pulisic getting injured, Aronson comes on. That's totally fine. We wanted to see him and Gio Reyna probably at the start of the game, but we didn't. Greg, good job. He gets like a nothing out of this. So that's a great call. So first, this whole second half is a 5 out of 10. And I'll go into detail as why. Um, Weah had several one-on-one opportunities, and this isn't like I'm singling him out. It was key things, and a lot of it has to deal with Berhalter. Like all of it has to do with Berhalter. So Weah, one-on-one decisions, wasn't really good. He tried to get into the like go down the end line, across goal and try to create opportunities that way instead of coming back into the middle and tried to pass it. Like he could have beaten them, but he overcommitted or passed it too hard to the end line and it went over and it went out. I know it happened once in the first half and once in the second, maybe another time. Robinson in the 60th minute just started looking really tired. Like all the games that he's playing, all the minutes he's played for Fulham and for the US men's national team kind of catching up, I feel like. He started getting bigger touches and it just was sloppy. Now, Acosta came on for Weston McKennie in the 65th minute, and this is where it started to get to that 5 out of 10 mark. So I feel like from there it changed the shape of the team to a 4-5-1, where the US started to go more defensive. When you bring Acosta in, he does not get as far forward as McKennie, I feel like. So that's why they start dropping back. Musa was kind of more of that like box to box. And even in like the what 80th minute, he started to really look tired as well because he was just running all over the place and trying to clean up a lot of messes. He's just that birthday kid, man. I just give him a thumbs up, man. Give him a subscribe. Like he honestly, like, yeah, I'll do a thing after on each player that played in the World Cup and a review of them again. So 64th minute, Iran had a big chance, just a curler completely missed. It wasn't too far off, but it was a miss. Now, in the 82nd minute, Berhalter goes even more defensive. He brings on Shackmore and Zimmerman, taking off Serginho Dest and Timothy Weah. Makes no sense. But before that, sorry, Josh Sargent goes down in the 77th minute and Hanji Wright comes on. That's not a bad call. But if we're not attacking, what are we gonna do? Like just ping the ball up and hope he holds it? No. He Yeah, I don't like that. Now, we play more defensive and it's like 100%. I feel like I ran maybe 98% because we had several opportunities to get down the field. And instead of going kind of towards the corner, towards the end of the game, we try to go towards goal, which isn't a bad thing. But when there's like two or three defenders on you and you try to take a shot, Hanji, right? And it gives the ball back right to them, that's not a smooth move. So now, Um, from there on, it was all Iran. Iran was literally trying to, I feel like, get penalties from a handball to being tugged or pulled at like the end of the game. Made no like if you were an actor, you wouldn't have made it, like at all. So overall for the game though, it was 7 out of 10, maybe 6. Like we created a lot more opportunities than I thought with the MMA midfield, and then we also quite a few crosses that like delivered or landed. Christian Pulisic almost had a header goal, it just didn't have enough whip like power coming into him, so all he had to do was direct it. Then from there on, yeah, it was just 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. But now, post game like interview. This isn't word for word of what Greg said to the person interviewing him. Greg said, "I think I lost hair or I have sorry, excuse me." Greg said, "I think I have less hair on my head," which he doesn't have a whole lot, "after this game, especially towards the end. Especially towards the end was when you were making the wrong calls. There should not have been so defensive. 1-0, that's it. 1-0. Like we should be beating Iran 3-0 in my book. I honestly thought, and I have my own thoughts, and you go check out my video from post match on England. But we should have won against England. Like we should have won against England. We were dominant. We should have killed Iran. I think we should have been top of the table. I know I'm decked out in my USA gear, but like we should have won. So, Greg, your less hair is on you. Maybe go be a chia pet, put some just for men or whatever. No, that's whatever the men's hair thing. I don't have to worry about that. I have great hair. Now, Gio Reyna. So with the whole team, they're thanking the fans. They're like, yes, hey, thank you for coming. Yeah. Then you just see Gio just walking, like not really clapping, not none of that. Maybe I'm reading into that, and I apologize if I am. And you could comment your thoughts and you could go find it. But he wasn't like there. He knew he should have been playing. The US fans know he should have been playing. So what's going on, Greg? Comment down below your thoughts. Is he injured? What is it? So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're listening to it on audio, hopefully you enjoyed my voice and are like, man, what does this stud of a voice look like? Check me out on my socials, should be in the description. And you see me, you want to see more of this face, you want to see more of whatever, check out the description for all socials. And I try to post on different places each day. And between now and then, stay classy.